What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I got some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 news in regards to all transformations available for custom created characters in Xenoverse 2. First and foremost, I want to say a big shout out to Anime Media X for this gameplay that he just posted on his channel. If you want to see a quick tour of Canton City, I will link that in the description below. But the interesting part was, during his tour of Canton City, he actually showed off the transformation screens. Now, if you don't have the transformations actually available, they will show up as question marks. However, the description still shows you what transformation it is, and using basic logic, you can actually tell which transformation is which. So without further ado, let's talk about all the transformations available day 1 in Xenoverse 2. Before I start, I do want to ask you guys right now, which of these transformations do you think are the most coolest, or the one that entices you the most? Drop that in the comment section down below. But the first one, of course, is Super Saiyan. Now, if you've been keeping up with the gameplay over the course of the last couple months, you're already aware that Super Saiyan 3 can be accessed with your custom created Saiyan character. And the way it works is based on ki. As the description says, turn to Super Saiyan and power up. The more ki you have, the higher the level when you transform. 3 is the max. Now, to those who are hoping for Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, as of right now, there's no way to access that. Maybe they might add that as DLC later, but for now, understand that if you equip Super Saiyan to your Saiyan character, you can only go Super Saiyan 3 max, and it's based on how much ki you have. 3 ki bars is Super Saiyan 1, 5 ki bars is Super Saiyan 2, and then full ki bar is how you access the incredibly powerful Super Saiyan 3. Moving on to number 2, we have the incredibly controversial Flying Nimbus. Fly with the Flying Nimbus and Power Pole, but if you get hit, you lose them. Now, there's two interesting things about this. Number one, it says no ki required. Now, if you look at the other transformations, they all require a certain amount of ki before you can access the transformations, and I will point out that you don't actually use that ki to transform. Like, for example, if you go Super Saiyan, you need at least 3 ki bars to transform. However, if you transform, you don't actually use that ki. You just kind of need to have that much to access the form. But in this case, it seems that you can go into the Flying Nimbus form anytime. So the question is I wonder if there's going to be some kind of cooldown effect before you can use it again. I mean, there is a big weakness that if you get hit, you get knocked off, but I don't know. I mean, the Flying Nimbus one has been by far the most controversial form ever since it was first revealed a couple weeks ago, just because we don't know much about it. I mean, it does look kind of cool because you get the power pole combos, but at the same time, the question is it worth the weakness of being able to get knocked out of it, and 2, completely getting a different moveset? Because if you do access the Flying Nimbus as a form in the middle of battle, you actually have a different moveset equipped as opposed to before. So this is one of those things that we can't really talk about that much until we use it ourselves, so it's going to be up in the air. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the weakness of the Flying Nimbus. Moving on to number 3, we have, of course, the Great Namek form, or as Xenoverse 2 calls it, Become Giant. No, seriously, it's just called Become Giant, and I think it's kind of funny how they called it that instead of Great Namek. Turn giant and power up, mow down enemies with wide range attacks. In case you missed my gameplay in the last couple days, I will link it in the description below. But the way this transformation works is you need 3 ki bars to transform, and once you're transformed, it's all based on how much stamina you have, how long you can maintain a transformation. Meaning, if you have 1 stamina bar, you don't want to transform because you're going to be basically giant for about 2 seconds before you lose your form, and then you get your stamina broken. So it's going to be interesting to see how people are balancing out, because obviously you want to have a lot of stamina and you want to make sure you control that stamina correctly, because when you're giant, you can't guard. You get a new moveset where you can shoot basically these giant ki blasts, and you can have also this like roar barrier type of thing. But the second someone hits you with an ultimate attack or something, because all your damage is based on your stamina at this point, the second you lose all your stamina, you go back to your normal form, and then you get punished. So it's going to be really interesting to see how people are going to adjust to this brand new transformation in Xenoverse 2. I will say this though, if you use a giant transformation correctly, you can severely punish your opponent. I mean, I was getting absolutely destroyed by my friend Afro Senji when we were playing the other day at Bandai, and the second I transformed into a giant form, I was able to completely turn the tide of battle quickly. Even though I didn't have that much time to unleash my counterattack in the giant form, it still gave me enough of a damage boost and not have to worry about, getting attacked, because basically when you go giant, your opponent will be on the defensive. It gave me enough of a boost to destroy him and win the battle. So again, when it comes to the giant transformation, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to balance out online and how people will use it, on top of that, how people will fight against it. So again, if you haven't seen the gameplay to that yet, I will link it in the description below. The next transformation accessible by your custom created characters is the ultimate evolution that we saw in Golden Frieza in Resurrection F, or as Dims calls it, Turn Golden. Once again, they're very creative with these names. Turn Golden and power up, normal ki blasts are enhanced in this mode, and basically what you get with the golden form is you get a speed boost, and your basic ki attacks change. Instead of having the regular yellow ki blast and then the paralyzed beam that the Frieza race characters have, or I guess whatever character or whatever ki blast you have equipped to your character, what happens is when you go golden, you get these super fast death beams, or if you hold the button down, you get like a full power death beam that we saw so many times used in the series by Frieza himself. And yes, those death beams are very dangerous, and if you're all about, the Frieza combos, this is going to be your favorite transformation when it comes down to linking attacks together. Now, based on playing this previous build, the TGS build, It was a bit buggy, so I couldn't really tell whether or not you get any kind of defense boost or disadvantages or any other advantage to get the form. So I'll have to wait for the game to come out before I can give you better judgment on that. But for now, let me know your thoughts on the golden form. Just like the other transformation, it takes 3 key bars, and you don't actually use that key. You just have to have at least 3 key bars or more to access the form. Moving on to the next transformation, we have the controversial purification with the Majin Buu race. And I say controversial just because basically you become Kid Buu. Now I know we all wanted to have different forms like Super Buu and stuff like that, but for now, all we get is purification, and basically what that does is it literally turns your character into Kid Buu and gives you Kid Buu's moveset. As the description says, turn to a pure Majin and power up. It'll change your attacks and super attacks, so watch out. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to test this out when I went to Bandai the other day just because he was not available in the TGS build. But from what we saw in previous gameplay released at TGS, it's basically literally just Kid Buu. You got the same moveset and everything. And I don't know if there's a certain timer on it or what, but I saw the person revert back to the regular form shortly after using the transformation. So I don't really know anything about this form just quite yet. So again, just like with the Flying Nimbus, we'll have to wait for the game to come out before we can give better judgment on transformation. The next available transformation is a question mark. I'm going to assume that this is Kaio-ken because it's available by every single race. It only uses 1 key bar, but apparently the more key you have, the stronger the power up, which makes me think that this is Kaio-ken times 3, Kaio-ken times 20. And the cool thing is, you get a power up, meaning Kaio-ken times 20, which gave us infinite stamina last game, will not be returning in Xenoverse 2. And based on how it works previously, I assume it's going to be the same way. So once you transform, based on how much key you have, it's going to be based on around how much stamina you have. So maintaining it's going to be kind of tough, but looks like the more key you have, the stronger the transformation and the more power you can deliver. So again, until I can actually test this out myself, I can't really say much about it, but I'm going to assume this is Kaio-ken because I don't know what else it could be. If you have a better idea what this could be, feel free to drop it down below, but I'm 99.9% sure this is just Kaio-ken. The next transformation we have is Potential Unleashed. How can you tell that I know that? It's because it says unleash your latent abilities for a massive power up. This mode can charge ki quicker than other modes. So it takes 5 key bars, it's available for every single race, and you get a ki boost as well as a power boost. Can't really tell what's going to be different as opposed to the last game in Xenoverse 1, but this is obviously Potential Unlocked because it literally says unleash your latent abilities, which is basically what Potential Unleashed is. So it's coming back. To those who are worried whether or not we'll see that move in the next game, it is. It's going to be back in Xenoverse 2. Number 8 on my list of 9 transformations available in Xenoverse 2 is none other than Super Vegeta himself, and this is one that I was wondering whether or not it was going to come back in the next game. Stronger ki blast than any other type of Super Saiyan. The more ki you have, the higher the level you can transform. So basically Super Saiyan 1 and 2. This is obviously Super Vegeta that we saw in the last game, and the reason why I know that is because Super Vegeta in Xenoverse 1 had a ki boost. So it powered up ki-based characters, or ki-based attack, not characters, ki-based attacks. So that's going to be coming back in Xenoverse 2 as well, and looks like you'll be able to cycle between Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 in Xenoverse 2. And the final transformation is, drum rolls, Future Super Saiyan, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed in my gameplay when I initially unveiled Xeno Trunks a couple weeks ago. Now what Future Super Saiyan is basically it's a different animation when you transform, which you saw in Future Gohan, and what it does is it recovers your ki much faster than any other type of Super Saiyan. As the description says, can recover ki faster than any other type of Super Saiyan, enter the buttons again when transformed to undo the transformation. So unlike the first Super Saiyan transformation in the first slot, Super Saiyan or Future Super Saiyan is only going to limit to Super Saiyan 1. So it's either do you want the power boost or do you want the ki boost? It's up to you. But we also have Super Vegeta as well, which will power up ki-based characters. But this is definitely going to add some strategy because now you got to figure out whether or not you want the ki boost, which recovers your ki much faster, or if you want to get the power boost with Super Saiyan 3 and then deliver some severe punishment to your opponents. Either way, those are all the transformations available day 1 of Xenoverse 2, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below which one you like the most. Now again, looks like Kaio-ken times 20 will not be coming back as it did in the last game where you had infinite stamina. It's going to be part of the regular Kaio-ken transformation, but I guess it's based on how much ki you have when he transforms. So that's cool. That's good news because obviously that ability was kind of broken in the last game, so I'm excited that they kind of fixed that in the sequel. Now again, I'm gonna know your thoughts in the comment section below which transformation you think is the best, and as far as any other transformation they might release in the future, when I hear news about it, I will let you guys know. But for now, this is what we got. We get these 9 forms for our custom created characters. As a matter of fact, let me just toss in one more question in there before I end the video, and that question is what transformation would you personally want to add in Xenoverse 2? I'm pretty sure this is going to come down to either Super Buu or Super Saiyan God, but maybe you guys might have other options. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below which transformation you would add as DLC and how would that work, drop that down below. Again, big shout out to Anime Media X for the gameplay that he posted. If you want to see the content city tour, I will link it in the description below. But other than that, let me know your thoughts on which transformation is the best, which one you might go with, and why. And I guess if you're hyped for Xenoverse 2, which it's already officially Xenoverse month, leave a like right below on all that good stuff. Any other questions or comments, drop me a comment. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I will see all your awesome Super Sandwiches in the comment section below. Peace.